Data according to the United Nations World Food Programme says 30.6 million Nigerians face acute food insecurity. Experts blame on many factors which include the security challenges in the North and Middle Belt, post-harvest losses, poor storage facility, and a couple of other issues. Over the years, there have been efforts at boosting food production in Nigeria, taking advantage of its over 70 million hectares of land, multiple agroecological zones, and a climate favorable for year-round farming. There have been several other such interventions by governments at council, state, and federal levels, including the Produce for Lagos program and the 500 billion naira guarantee fund scheme by the Lagos state government. In September, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Yari, said the prices of food items have crashed across the country, but some Nigerians differ, saying they are yet to feel the ease.
Before, we said chicken for it before, but now we sell 5,000 naira.
This one, before at the selling 300, now at the selling 500 because we know it don't cost. Down at the selling, before at the selling 3,500, now at the selling 6,000. Everything don't cost.
About 2 months ago, we are buying the fruit like rice or back of rice is 70-something thousand naira, like 75, 78, 73. But now 60, 62, 50, 55 safe. So if I look, it's gone down now. Not say like if you have increasing the price now.
2025 marks the 80th anniversary of the annual World Food Day, which is celebrated on October the 16th every year. This year with the theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future, the United Nations target building a peaceful, sustainable, and food-secure future where everyone has access to a healthy diet. To achieve this, experts suggest the way forward must be comprehensive, from tackling insecurity to investing in climate resilience farming to improving storage, irrigation, and transportation systems. That's in addition to strengthening farmers' cooperatives, access to finance and research. With the right investment, policies, and protection for its farmers, Nigeria may be on its way from food insecurity to food sovereignty. Because in a nation so richly blessed, no one should go hungry. Data according to the United Nations World Food Programme says 30.6 million Nigerians face acute food insecurity. Experts blame on many factors which include the security challenges in the North and Middle Belt, post-harvest losses, poor storage facility, and a couple of other issues. Over the years, there have been efforts at boosting
It's a Monday morning, and these residents of Agudo and Oke-Ira are taken to the street in protest. Their grounds is the migration of the Oke-Ira electricity feeder by Ikeja Electric from Band C to Band A. Discussed with that development, they said they wrote a letter to the Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission, LASEC, and followed it up with a petition to the Lagos State Commissioner of Police. 2 months after that effort, they are hitting the street in demonstration since their previous effort didn't yield the desired result.
They promised us, even the representative from the headquarters, they promised us that they will downgrade the feeder to Band C because we requested for Band C. They promised us by the ending of September they will downgrade us. Up to this moment, we could not see anything. Therefore, we decided that we should go and fight for our right.
The protest, which takes off from Ogba, moves all the way to LASEC headquarters in Alausa, that placard voicing their demands. On the list of their complaints are persistent tariff hike and unstable power supply, which they claim is taking a toll on their finances and on their businesses.
They return Aguda KVA to Band A, which we don't want. That's why we are doing the protest now. We have written a letter of letter. They have not got our request. We have sent letter to different offices. They have not got our request. We are tired of the hike in that payment. Band A is a scam. We hardly have like 12, 13 hours in a day. Buying 1,000 naira unit, if we give it to 4 units, we are tired.
We want them to take us back to Band C or Band B because you said that your system is Band B. And you are collecting Band A money for what? You say it's from feeder pillar. Who set up feeder pillar? It's not a human being. See, all this thing is very painful.
The representative of LASEC assured the protesters of solutions soon enough.
On behalf of LASEC, I'm giving you that assurance that yes, before the end of this week, probably we've stepped into the matter, then we'll give you feedback.
From this location, they head to the Lagos State House of Assembly demanding immediate intervention.
We say no to. We say no to. How we can avoid this?
Some of the tenants in our various places, they are fighting themselves. How much be their salary? When some people contribute 500 every night, they will just reach light from around 7 till 5 o'clock in the morning. So people are fighting themselves, mainly like that. So that's the reason why we say, okay, let us come out.
It's affected because I'm doing is handwork I'm doing. I'm using lights, but now I'm just paying for nothing. But if there is light, definitely I will work. I will pay for the money for the lights, and I know that this light I'm paying for, I'm using it to work. I can pay. But when there is no light, nothing can happen. Most of the time, now, nothing you can put in the fridge. We sleep in the darkness.
The residents insist they will continue their engagement with authorities until the issue is resolved. They also call on the state government to intervene promptly, warning that prolonged inaction can worsen the hardship faced by households and small businesses in the affected communities.
The Nigerian music industry has witnessed a significant shift in popularity and success over the years. Many artists who once dominated the airwaves and commanded large followings have seen their careers decline. Here are 10 Nigerian artists whose careers have gone down the drain. 1. Daddy Shoki. Daddy Shoki was a pioneer of the Agbaman style of music. His popularity peaked in the 1990s with hits like Diana. However, his music career has declined significantly since then. 2. Olu. Olumente's hit single Yauze became a massive success in the late 2000s. However, his subsequent releases failed to match the success of Yauze, leading to a decline in his music career. 3. Face. Face was a prominent figure in the Nigerian music industry in the late 1990s and early 2000s, despite his hit singles including Femi Kuti and Kolomenta. His career has struggled to maintain momentum. 4. Solid Star. Solid Star's music career has faced significant challenges, including limited releases and reduced visibility. Despite his initial success, he has struggled to regain momentum in the competitive Nigerian music industry. 5. Red MC. Red MC's unique style and energetic performances initially gained attention. However, her career failed to sustain momentum due to a lack of consistent quality music and strategic management. 6. Flex B. Flex B's popularity peaked in the mid-2000s with hits like Omorire and Number One Fan. However, his subsequent releases failed to match the success of his earlier works, leading to a decline in his career. 7. Tony Tetula. Tony Tetula was known for his humorous lyrics. However, his popularity has waned over the years due to a lack of consistent quality content and changing musical trends. 8. Mehdi. Mehdi's music career has been marked by struggles to regain momentum. Despite his collaborations with prominent artists, he has failed to produce hits that resonate with his fan base. 9. Korede Bello. Korede Bello rose to fame with his hit single Godwin. Despite his initial success, his music career has experienced a downturn with limited releases and reduced visibility. 10. Dija. Dija's soulful voice and potential were evident in her singles. Despite her talent, she has faced challenges in sustaining a successful music career with limited releases and collaborations. Despite their contributions to the Nigerian music industry, their careers have not sustained the same level of success as they once enjoyed.
If you order both InDrive or Uber and you see this man run for your life,
immediately I entered this man's car, there was something hanging in front of his mirror. It looked so fetish, and
but this same man picked me up, and he did the same thing.
I'm getting scared because, like, oh my god, what if he's the one? You guys, please be careful.
This is the man who goes around in both InDrive and Uber, allegedly robbing women of their belongings, raping ladies in his ride, and pretending to offer safe transport while carrying knives, scissors, guns, and other weapons in his car.
This guy has pepper spray, he has gun, he has sharp weapons, whatever.
For months, young women have cried out, sharing stories of their painful encounters with this predator. They talk about how he allegedly threatens them, hurts them, and strips them not just of their possessions, but of their dignity.
And you are telling me I'm not with your phone. He's like, you want me to kill you here? You know, he now brought out the knife. He was not holding the knife. He said he's going to stab me to death. Started diverting to another route. That do I have condom inside my bag? Look at what he was asking me. I said I don't have condom inside my bag. He now searched my bag. That he's going to send my body in parts. That he already has people that will buy my body.
Despite these cries and warnings, he is still on the road. He is still picking up unsuspecting women and still moving through Uber, Bolt, and InDrive like a hunter waiting for his next victim. And the most heartbreaking question remains: why is a man like this still allowed to drive? Why has no company taken firm action to protect the very people they promise safety to?
Uber are still allowing this man to drive after he has victimized a lot of girls. Every day.
So why would Uber and Bolt and InDrive allow a known criminal work with them?
Employing a highway robber to be on the highway picking people.
Every day that passes without justice is another day of risk for countless women. What use is technology if it cannot protect the vulnerable? What good is business when it ignores the cries of the broken? To the companies, the question is simple: how many more women must be hurt before you act? How many more tears must fall before you listen?
Please, Nigerian police, come to our help. Like, the government should look into it. Police, they should look into it. I mean, even close to like 8 or more, we're saying, oh, I've been inside this man car before, or I'm a victim, or I almost got kidnapped. What? The worst part of this issue is that it has been reported to the police, but police did nothing about it.
To every reader, this is not just a story. This is a call to wake up, a call to demand safety, a call to make sure that no man, no matter how cunning, is allowed to use the will as a weapon against women again. Because as long as this man is allowed to drive, every woman on the road is in danger.
The government is not doing anything. Somebody should do something about this guy.
If you order both InDrive or Uber and you see this man run for your life,
immediately I entered this man's car, there was something hanging in front of his mirror.
We're glad to have you join us at this hour on African News 24 TV, where we bring you up to speed with happenings around the world. I'm Mary Adam. Let's begin in security, as the Chief of Army Staff has directed soldiers to intensify operations aimed at eliminating criminal activities in the southwest region of Nigeria. In a statement, the COAS emphasized the need for a proactive approach to tackle armed robbery, kidnapping, and other security threats affecting communities across the zone. He called on military personnel to work closely with other security agencies to ensure the safety of residents and protect lives and property. The Army Chief also urged soldiers to remain vigilant and uphold discipline while carrying out operations, stressing that maintaining peace and stability in the region is a shared responsibility by the military and local authorities. Still in security, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide SANWO-OLU, has promised residents that the protection of their lives and property remains a primary responsibility of his administration. He was speaking during the groundbreaking ceremony of the office complex of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund in AGEGE, the state capital. SANWO-OLU described the project as a critical investment aimed at strengthening security coordination, accountability, and institutional efficiency in the state. According to the governor, Lagos, as Nigeria's economic, commercial, and tourism hub, requires a robust and well-coordinated security framework to sustain growth and public confidence. He said the new LSSTF complex would provide a permanent operational base for the trust fund and enhance collaboration among the security agencies, the private sector, and other stakeholders supporting security in the state. The governor commended renowned philanthropist and businessman Sir Kensington Adebutu for fully funding the construction of the facility, describing the gesture as an act of patriotism and long-standing commitment to public safety. Still in Lagos, but now in politics. The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-OLU, has been talking about his leadership style and those of the leaders in different levels of the state. Sanwo-OLU maintains that whether political or technocratic, leadership in the state will continue to be guided by the will of the people and the imperative of result-driven governance. He emphasizes that governance in Lagos is anchored on appointing capable and trustworthy individuals who approach public office as a call to service rather than a platform for privilege. The governor was speaking during the swearing-in ceremony of the new chairman of AGEGE local government area of the state, Abdulgani Obasa. Also sworn in by the governor was the permanent secretary of the Lagos State Office of Transformation, Creativity and Innovation, Toyin and Jobs Ademuyiwa. Still talking politics, the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last election, Peter Obi, has been reacting to decisions of members of the House of Representatives to turn down a bill to criminalize vote buying during party primaries. Peter Obi describes the decision as a setback to Nigeria's economic reforms. The proposal, considered during clause-by-clause deliberation on amendments to the Electoral Act 2022, sought to make inducement of delegates of party congresses, conventions, and primaries a criminal offense, with penalties including imprisonment. In a statement on X, Obi said the refusal to criminalize the practice amounted to protecting a broken system, arguing that electoral corruption begins at the level of party primaries, where candidates emerge, maintaining that without addressing inducements at that stage, broader electoral reforms would remain ineffective. The former Anambra State governor also warned that vote buying has become entrenched beyond general elections, spreading into internal party processes and even community and organizational elections. From politics to culture, Lagos has once again stepped into its rich ancestral past as the IJADE procession takes center stage, signaling the build-up to the iconic Eyo festival. The age-long rite steeped in symbolism and tradition reinforces the city's cultural identity and unity. Lydia Ajayi reports.
Lagos State came alive with ancestral symbolism on Sunday as the IJADE procession moved through key historic locations, reaffirming the city's commitment to preserving its cultural heritage. The ritual procession, marked by the ceremonial bearing of the Opambata, symbolized guidance, protection, and the transmission of tradition from one generation to another, as Lagos reflected on its foundations and advanced with dignity. Speaking during the event, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-OLU described the Eyo Festival as a powerful expression of identity and continuity. He said the ceremony underscores Lagos' rich cultural depth, noting that a people without culture risks losing relevance.
Our local and international friends and audience, we know that indeed there is a strong and rich tradition and culture in Lagos. Because they say that the people without a culture are going into extinction. If you don't have a culture, you are not relevant. What are you living for? What are you passing on? What are you transferring? So it will be a cultural event that we will use to demonstrate to all of our visitors, to all of our friends, that Lagos is not only the center of excellence, it's not only the commercial, economic nerve center of our country, it's also the melting point of culture and tourism.
Also speaking, Oloriayo Adebola Dosumu explained that the Ijade of Eyo is part of a wider preparatory procession ahead of the main Eyo festival scheduled for next Saturday.
This is the first process. Whenever we bring out Okpa, that means for sure Eyo is certain. So we go to different places. You can see when we leave Aweyademu, we went to Oba's Palace. From Oba Palace, we went to some chief palaces too. Then this is where we are now at the governor's house. We're still going to Mr. President's house to pay them homage, to tell them that we are having Eyo next week Saturday. So since the Okpa is out, so everybody is allowed to go and get the Okpambata. That's the staff of Eyo.
The outing, he added, formally signals the certainty of the forthcoming festival. The Ijade of Eyo procession once again highlighted Lagos' resolve to protect its ancestral customs, reinforcing culture as a unifying force and a vital pillar of the state's history, identity, and tourism appeal. Lydia Ajayi, Africa News 24 TV.
Welcome back. And to business. The Dangote petroleum refinery has announced the nationwide sale of petrol at 739 naira per litre across all MRS Oil Nigeria PLC filling stations and urged Nigerians to report any outlets selling above the approved price. The refinery, in a statement, said the price marks a major step towards affordable fuel and stability in Nigeria's downstream petroleum market. With over 2,000 MRS stations nationwide, the company said consumers are expected to feel the impact of the price reduction across Nigeria. Dangote Refinery urged consumers to refrain from buying petrol at inflated prices, saying, quote, "We encourage Nigerians to avoid buying PMS at excessively high prices when they can access locally refined fuel at 739 naira per litre from over 2,000 MRS stations nationwide. Report any MRS station selling above 739 naira per litre," end of quote. The company also calls on other petrol station operators to patronize their products so that the benefits of this price reduction can be passed on to Nigerians across all outlets, ensuring broad-based relief and a more stable downstream market. And on the foreign scene, a Delaware appeal court has cleared the way for Elon Musk to receive a long-disputed $56 billion Tesla pay package, overturning earlier rulings that had invalidated the award. The court ruled that Musk fulfilled the terms of the 2018 compensation deal and that Tesla and its shareholders benefited from his performance. The package had been challenged by a shareholder who argued it was excessive, but Tesla's board and shareholders have continued to support Musk. Lawyers for the shareholders say they are reviewing the decision. And outside the country, Italy's competition authority, the Autorità Garante della Concorrenza, El de Mercato, AGCM, has fined U.S. technology giant Apple and two of its subsidiaries 98.6 million euros and approximately $115.53 million for allegedly abusing their dominant position in the mobile application market. The regulator announced the decision on Monday, December 22, 2025, stating that Apple holds absolute dominance through its App Store and violated European competition rules in its dealings with third-party app developers. The investigation, opened in May 2023, found that Apple unfairly penalized third-party developers by imposing a more restrictive privacy policy from April 2021. According to the AGCM, Apple required these developers to obtain explicit user consent for data collection and data linking for advertising purposes via its App Tracking Transparency (ATT) prompts. While the policy terms were imposed unilaterally and were deemed disproportionate to the stated goal of protecting user privacy, the AGCM described the probe as complex and said it was conducted in coordination with the European Commission and other international antitrust authorities. The company confirmed it will appeal the fine and reiterated its commitment to defending what it described as strong user privacy standards. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has increased its incentive for undocumented migrants who voluntarily leave the country, raising the payment from $1,000 to $3,000. The offer applies to migrants who register with the government and depart the United States by December 31, 2025 using the CBP Home app. According to DHS, eligible participants will also receive free airfare to their home countries and a waiver of certain civil fines. Homeland Security Secretary Christine Noem warned the migrants who fail to take advantage of the program risk arrest and permanent removal. Officials say nearly 2 million undocumented migrants have voluntarily left the U.S. since January, though the figures have not been independently verified. Welcome to sports. Host Morocco began their 2025 Africa Cup of Nations campaign with a 2-0 victory over Comoros in the tournament's opening match. Playing at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat, Morocco dominated possession but were held scoreless in the first half after Comoros goalkeeper Yannick Pando saved an early penalty. The hosts broke the deadlock in the 55th minute through Brahim Diaz before substitute Ayoub El Kabir sealed the win with an acrobatic overhead kick in the 74th minute. Morocco captain Achraf Hakimi did not feature as he continues recovery from injury, while defender Roman Saiz was forced off early. The result gave the hosts the winning start to the competition, which runs from December 2025 to January 2026. Meanwhile, the Super Eagles of Nigeria stepped up training in phase as they prepare for the first Group C match against Tanzania. The team has been holding regular sessions since arriving in Morocco following a pre-tournament camp in Egypt, as Nigeria will also face Tunisia and Uganda in their remaining group matches as they target a fourth AFCON title. Tanzania, Nigeria's opening opponents, are seeking their first ever win at the AFCON finals, setting the stage for a crucial start to Group C. And on entertainment, actor Ike Ogbonna has weighed in on the controversy surrounding Iniedo's new film, A Very Dirty Christmas, questioning the timing of the concerns raised by the Christian Association of Nigeria. Reacting to the backlash over the movie's title, Ogbonna expressed concern that the objections only surfaced after the film had already been approved by regulators and released in cinemas nationwide. He noted that movies typically pass through censorship and review processes before getting clearance for public screening. The actor argued that if there were genuine issues with the film's content or title, such concerns should have been raised earlier in the approval process rather than after significant investments had been made in marketing and distribution. Ogbonna also urged critics to watch the movie before passing judgment, echoing calls by Iniedu for fair assessments based on the film's actual storyline rather than assumptions drawn from its title. His comments come amid ongoing debates over A Very Dirty Christmas, following Khan's claim that the title is offensive to the Christian faith. Iniedu has since maintained that the film does not ridicule Christianity, stressing that it focuses on family conflicts and unfolding secrets. The controversy continues to generate mixed reactions online, with industry stakeholders and movie lovers calling for dialogue and due process in resolving the matter. And that will be all for now. Thank you for staying tuned to African News 24 TV. For more on these stories, please stay connected with us on all our social media platforms, and don't forget to visit our website at africannews24.ng for the latest updates. I'm Mary Adam. See you at noon.